Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Forgive my hat. My hair needs to be done, so I had to throw a hat on it. Also, I went back and watched my last video, and I noticed that some of the stuff that happened in boot camp during weeks 1 and 2, I kind of left out, or I didn't really touch on it. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna talk about it briefly because I found my recruit notebook from bootcamp, which you will also be getting during Diddy Bag unless they changed it, but this is mine. And yep, this is what it looks like. And then on the back it has your 11 general orders. You will be carrying this around during P days until you get your recruit notebook. I'm not your recruit notebook, your recruit trainee guide, or if you go to a shit with the iPad until you get your iPad. I had the recruit trainee guide, which I also have too, but I'll show you guys that later. But anyway, during boot camp, I also wrote down a few stuff that happened throughout the week. Actually, every week I kept track of what we did, and so I have that right here, and I'm gonna go back over it. And also, I forgot to mention that I was in a push division. So instead of graduating in my 8th week of training, I actually graduated on my 7-1 day, which was week 7, day 1 of training, because we were a push division. And apparently there's a lot of push divisions. Like, I met a lot of people in boot camp who were in push divisions. So, but this is, so pretty much this is what happened during mine. Yours might be a little different or spaced out. But so anyway, during P days, real quickly, you have Diddy Bag issue on the first night. You got the moment of truth the next day. I said long, boring days of stamping and stenciling your items, which I already covered. You have P day lectures, which are you'll actually get that in your compartment with the babysitters, as we call them. But those are just like petty officers who are just helping y'all stencil and get ready for your RDCs. You take your pictures for your military ID. You learn how to make your racks. The RPOCs, the yeomen, starboard watch, the people who make the watch build. They're chosen. Oh, Master at Arms, they're also chosen. AROC isn't chosen until you actually get with your RDCs. You start standing watch the first night that you're there. So like after you've been up that entire night and all the next day, that night when you finally go to sleep, you'll start standing watch. So whoever makes the watch build, they'll be in charge of telling you who's not gonna really sleep that much. So I was starboard watch, so I got a full night's sleep that first night. You also have medical and dental. I think I touched on that. I touched on uniform issue. I told you about moving from the Pearl to your barracks. You get your shots. If you go in the winter, you get the peanut butter shot. That's the shot that goes in your butt. You get that shot twice. But honestly, the peanut butter shot is not that bad. It doesn't hurt, so don't worry about it. You get your RDCs. I talked about that. And then obviously you start doing a lot of studying from your trainee guide. In week 1, you do your PFA baseline, your initial swim test. You prepare for test 1. You have dental appointments, and that's your first dental availabilities for those who got to get teeth pulled, root canals, or their wisdom teeth taken out. That'll be the first wave of people to go. They'll go ahead and get theirs done. You go to recruit receipts. That's where you do your life insurance, will, possibly, I think. And you also, like, if you have a bank that you bought, if you already had a bank before you came to boot camp, you'll give them your information so you can start getting paid. And if you chose a bank during P days, then they'll already have your information. You get your IDs at recruit receipts. You start doing classes and you start preparing for inspection. Week 2, you start in-house PT. You have your first inspection, which is the DMI and PI inspection, which I'll talk about in a different video. And you also have test 1 during week 2, and then you also go back at the end of the week for your dress uniform fittings. And that was it for week 2. So this video was kind of just to go back over that. I'm gonna do a little video again just to kind of like go into deeper detail. I'm kind of in a rush right now, but I'm gonna go back into deeper. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into that. Mainly just inspections. I'm gonna just go over inspections because that's pretty much the only thing that like people really want to know about. So I'll talk about that. Week 3, you don't do anything in week 3, but study and prepare for Hell Week, which is week 4. In week 4, you have another DMI PI inspection, which is personnel inspection. You have your first drill inspection. You go to SAMT. you go to live fire. You take your individual pictures that you get. I will show y'all mine, but mine is ugly, so I'm not gonna show y'all. And then you also have test 2. So pretty much CMT and live fire. That's where you get the other qualifications. So when you graduate, most people graduate with the National Defense ribbon and another ribbon. The second ribbon most people get is it's like a bluish type ribbon, and that's their weapons qual. But it's not, you don't have to get that qual to graduate boot camp. So me, I actually got screwed by medical. I had a medical appointment that morning, so I couldn't go attend the first class for CMT. And if you don't take the class for CMT, you can't go to live fire. So I was able to go back and redo the class, because you also need those classes to graduate. You need the CMT class and the live fire class to graduate boot camp, but you don't have to shoot the guns. So I ended up having to go back and retake those classes, and I wasn't able to shoot the gun, so that was pretty crappy. I'm still mad about that. Individual pictures are fun. It's you also do some pictures in your compartment with your division. That's also fun as well. That's when you actually you put on all of your uniforms. You got your working uniform. You have your peanut butters, your dress whites and dress blues. The fitters will actually come back out one more time just to take a look and see if the alterations fit you and everything is good. And then test 2. Test 2, it's really not that hard. You're not really, pretty much during this time, Hell Week is really not Hell Week. You just have a lot of stuff going on, but it's spaced out throughout the entire week. So a lot of the times it's spent studying for test 2. And it's really not that hard, so you don't have to really worry about it. Week 3, you're not doing anything but drilling on the inspections that you have coming up and studying for test 2. So I mean, week 3 and 4, they aren't really all that. But in my next video, I'm gonna go over DMIs and PIs, and I'm kind of explain that a little bit more, so you guys kind of get a little bit more ideas on that. Again, I am here for you guys, so if you guys have any questions on boot camp and A school, specifically at Great Lakes, because that's where I was, I'm here. Subscribe, like, comment, let me know. If you have any questions, I will open my next video after the inspections. I'll open those up for any questions. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you know anybody who's thinking about joining the Navy, let me know. If you're in debt, also let me know. I have no problem at answering any questions if you are having any type of concerns. And I'm free to talk to anybody who wants to join the Navy. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. I will be back in my next video. Thank you.